this Labor Day Monday. Ticats 0-8, 8 losses, matching the number on Jeremiah Masoli's uniform. Last time the Cats won a game, Masoli was a starter. Finds Mike Jones. Half the first. You know, the perils of Zach Collaros over the last season and a half, of course, with injury as well. But so why make a quarterback change? I say the numbers spell it out. Yeah, they certainly do. Last in so many categories. Obviously one of those impacting the defense as well. Struggling in terms of that time of possession. Just about 26 minutes a game, obviously leaving the ball in the hands of the other team for 34 minutes. Jeremiah Masoli trying to get first downs against the wind. Brandon Banks hangs on this time and stretches out, so maybe more manageable this time. Again, just 37% on second down conversions for the Cats. Masoli has been here before, of course. Almost led his team to the Grey Cup back in 2015. Second down and 1. High snap, Masoli out of the backfield, gives it to C.J. Gable. Looks like he's got the first down. Argos with just 3 points, though, with the wind so far, and it's more than a wind, it's a gale. 4 receivers to the left for Masoli. Looking that way, pumps now, went to his second read, goes over the top. To do something different, they haven't even looked his way, and this is one of the best receivers in the league over the course of his career. Pump and go, Masoli, and it is caught. Classic, but for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, his first time playing against the Cats. Second down, Masoli. That's good protection, and there's Brian Timms. Jeremiah Masoli. First pass was knocked down. This one is complete. And the first catch of the night. Finally, they find Luke Tasker. Tight window. Best throw from Jeremiah Masoli, who began this game, by the way, with a visor on. Took it off midway through the first quarter and has gone visorless since. That's a big completion. Yeah, great to get Luke Tasker involved in the game. It's making the cut right across that hash. I mean, this is a guy that, as we've had the conversation with the guys downstairs, big collision. Lions looking to get that train back on the rails. Saw that Western Division take a complete turn over the last few weeks. Saskatchewan humming. Calgary winning today, beating Edmonton. Second and 10, Masoli flips it out to Mercer. Timmis spins off one, and Timmis gives Hamilton a first down. Well, again, almost in field goal territory. We saw Castillo earlier. Masoli goes over the top, and it is caught by Brian Timms. Head-on collision with Darby, but now clearly with 11 seconds, maybe chance for one more here. Sergio Castillo has already hit a 57-yarder. You'll see the crosser. Timms hits that window. Game at halftime that they're choosing not to take it at the end of the game. That they've chosen to take the ball now. Jeremiah Masoli again getting the start here tonight. First time since last year. Throws the hitch screen out to Jalen Saunders. Positive yards and a first down. The chain gang will move here. This kind of resembles June Jones way back when the run and shoot began. This is running and this is shooting. Yeah, and you'll see Jalen Saunders taking the hitch. Two receiver, one step forward, step back. Nice job of blocking by Tasker over on that side to open it up. See if the Cats can erase that bad taste in their mouth of the way the half ended. See if those points, or lack of points, come back to hurt them. Big toss here. Brandon Banks is going to score. Touchdown, Ticats. Suddenly, momentum here in the Hammer. Big toss, Jeremiah Masoli, and Brandon Banks has the touchdown and could walk into the end zone. And how good does this decision look to take the ball right now as they take advantage immediately. Terrific strike. I know something. President Scott Mitchell. You're going to see Brandon Banks is on the go route all the way.
Alden Darby, newcomer in that secondary, just isn't prepared for the speed of Brandon Banks. Caught him flat-footed, and as you saw, Banks lined up off the line. He's using that waggle. So now you've got one of the fastest guys in the league getting a running start against an inexperienced CFL DB. You know, there's your tutorial on the waggle right there.
Next food drive in Montreal. Our friends at Purolator. Tiger Cats, who are down 7-0, have scored 17 straight. There's Brandon Banks again. Suddenly becoming very big in this ball game.
Creating that lane for his running back.
Second down. There's Banks for a first down. Wanted more. This time the speedster was caught by Alden Darby. We blew by earlier.
Well, here you'll see it as Jeremiah Masoli sees it. Pressure comes in a hurry. He knows he's got Banks. Get the ball out quick. And when you're operating second and short after good first down production, it all gets...
Team that eventually went on to win the Grey Cup. They do it here again. The 40, second down. Pocket closes, but there's a first down. Mike Jones.
Ticats went 4 receivers to the field. They got double ins on that side. You'll see coming from the left, working right. Brian Timms goes first. That pulls the middle linebacker a little further to the right. Opens up a wider window for that second in coming behind. That's Mike Jones.
Masoli looks so much more comfortable in this second half, and I guess really since the rain fell, they had that delay. Here comes the blitz by the Argos. Pitching it out to Timms. Kicks it around the corner, and Brian Timms has a first down. He was rained on, the Sultan. I mean, Sultan still comes up big. There's a big play here. Last play of the quarter, barring penalty. And well, it's been an interesting Labor Day here in Hamilton. 2-hour lightning and thunder and rain delay, and afterwards the Hamilton Tiger Cats certainly benefited, it seemed, from that delay. They have a 17-14 lead. This game far from over. We might be approaching midnight by the time it is over, but Jeremiah Masoli has come out since that delay and been lighting it up.
Yeah, he has. I mean, the big play obviously to Brandon Banks is the one that stands out, but there seems to be a little bit more continuity in that offense, and you're seeing, I think, more confidence from the quarterback, Masoli. Body check going sideways with the shoulder instead of wrapping up.
Masoli drops it off to C.J. Gable.
Back side of the field, as Hamilton has had Nikita Whitlock, the defensive tackle, as the off returner.
I want to see that. Masoli looking for a quick hitter. Now has a chance to run if he wants. Will run and get the first down. Really one of the first times tonight we've seen Masoli use those feet. Gets a tap on the butt from Zach Collaros.
Yeah, I was going to say, first guy to offer congrats is Zach Collaros over on that sideline. Keep an eye here on the running back, Mercer Timmis, as he's going to help his quarterback escape. It's that cut block on the blitz. Goes looking for another one. A nice run by Masoli, recognizing where that first down marker is. Moving the chains and protecting himself, getting out of bounds.
Both Collaros and Masoli, 29 years old, separated by 3 days. Masoli is older. There's Timmis going high, bringing it down, spinning.
15-yarder to take at this point in the game.
There goes challenges from the 40. 1st and 10, the Cats. Swinging it out to Brandon Banks. He's absolutely manhandled. Pulled down.
Mauled by a bear.
Reeled in by one big fish, Ken Bishop. 2nd down and 2.
Brandon Banks, lone receiver out there. You'll see the offensive line getting out with the blocks.
And Bishop says, not so fast. The 3-minute warning from the Labor Day Classic, Nightside edition. The Cats trying to rise from the winless here tonight. Masoli was picked up off the turf. They're saying completed pass. That looked like a one hopper from here.
There goes without a challenge.
Luke Tasker pulling that in. Let's take a look. Well, maybe not. He might have caught that ball. I thought that was a one hopper.
I mean, it appears he's the number 2 receiver on the left side. Bounces it out and in. And he appeared to have his hands under it the whole time, where it looked like it bounced. It looked like it kind of popped up from his hands.
Luke Tasker's hardly been used tonight. He's the kind of guy who comes up with big time plays at the right time. So this is before command center again.
Yeah, final 3 minutes of the game. So they're initiating that.
Word coming from the command center. Signal to Andre Prue.
Yeah, Cowbell and Friend think it's a completion.
Tasker's looking at the big screen. I'll tell you, from here, though, our vantage, we're way up here, by the way. We're in nosebleed territory. But that looked like it was a one hopper, and that goes to show you the level of concentration. 3rd catch of the night for Luke Tasker. This decision also looms large. I don't know if there's video that's conclusive enough. The call on the field is completion.
Yeah, and this angle in particular,
I think it popped up off his palms.
yeah, I mean, that the reverse angle where you see from behind, though, it looks like it's more possible that the ball hit. The tip of the ball sort of went past his hands, and he caught the back end of the ball, so to speak.
We've been so good with these challenges tonight, though. We'll see what command has to say, and I think they've reached a verdict. Send it down to Andre Prue. Final 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Cats trying to grind out their first win of the season. Get a win for June Jones, former NFL and NCAA coach.
The ruling on the field stands as a completed pass. First down, Hamilton at the 26-yard line.
Masoli gets the win. The last time the Cats won a game, Masoli was the starter back last October.